This last month, ninth grade biology students have been working on this project called the Big Plant Race. This project consisted on harvesting the biggest radish to be able to win. The materials used were 2 radish seeds, soil, cups, and any other resource you knew that could help your plant to grow better and bigger. In this project, students were winners even if they lost. At the end of the project, their knowledge about angiosperms was going to be much wider than what it was at the beginning of the project. For example, me. Let's go and check out what I've learned and how my project went. The first stage is mainly when only the seed coat is visible. Sometimes you're gonna be able to see the root just starting to grow. Here, after a human has planted and a couple of weeks pass, the radish starts to grow underground as we can see. This doesn't happen with all plants, but in this case with radish it does. Here, after the radish has grown and developed its cotyledons, then it's gonna go back. The plant is gonna die naturally, and the dead leaves are gonna be left in the soil. Then, after a winter has passed, the the dead parts of the plant are gonna be used as reproduction parts, and the plant is gonna start growing all over again, but this time stronger. Then, when summer comes, the plant is gonna develop into a big new plant with lots of new seeds that are gonna fall into the ground and develop into new radish plants, and the process is gonna be repeated all over and over again. Finally, the last and sixth stage is when the seeds are ready to be spread out or pollinated so the reproduction can go over and the cycle doesn't stop. The plants that are round are the seeds of the radish that ones are gonna be thrown back again into the soil. What helped my plant in my case was not to grow, was not putting it water, because in my group we weren't really organized, so we forgot to give some days the plant water, so the bedding was irregular and the plant ended up dying. So in my case, what helped my plant not to grow and I was not feeding it water. Also, another issue I think was the soil. It was like a really bad quality soil, and I think those are the main issues why my plant didn't grow. My recommendations for people who want to are planning on doing this project or want to plant are the following. First of all, keep an eye on your plant. You have to check if it has been fed water, if it's growing correctly, if it's having a good spot where it receives sunlight but not excessively. Also, our recommendation is to put a good fertilizer that will help your plant to grow better, bigger, and faster. Also, what I recommend you is to be aware of your plant where you put it, because some people might manipulate your plant, put things you don't want to, so you have to put an eye into your plant. It's a big responsibility for a little thing, but at the end, the result is a really nice plant. So Those are my recommendations. Oh, and also, my main recommendation is to keep track of when you're feeding your plant. Because, for example, my plant died and you don't want